So the topic, what we want to discuss is very important, okay? It's not something that we are trained to do, quite frankly. If you notice here and then in any company, any group of people, we are trained to do many things, but we are not trained to listen. Yes or no? Yes. Nobody trains us to listen, right? So we assume that it's a passive activity, it's happening, and I'm good at listening. But quite frankly, only when we have an objective that is tied to listening do we realize that actually we're not so great. Okay?
Yes, it is a presentation.
Even in a presentation, I don't guarantee. Yeah. Okay, this is to start to bring your awareness to certain things in a conversation. Now, even when we might know this, but unless you practice this, it's not going to help us much. Okay, so look, learn to be sensitive to people's different needs and empathizing with their feelings. Two things: needs and feelings. Okay, are there feelings in the words that you speak? You've never felt bad when someone has not understood you? Yes. So then there are feelings in what you say. But why don't we catch on to it? Because like you said very rightly, when we listen just for the words. I listen to hear what I want to hear. As soon as I hear the one word, I cut off. Okay. But now, let's approach listening differently. Okay. Now stay with me. Listening so far conventionally is done by what part of the organ? What part of the body? Ears. Right? That's what we say, listen with your ears. Start listening with your eyes. What do I mean by that? Pick up on non-verbal cues that is being communicated through body language. Now, whether you realize this or not, okay, a lot of the dynamics between people come from what I'm seeing. Right now, even if Sudhanva is appearing friendly, if he's slouched in his chair and if he's sitting back, my feeling is that he's not interested here. Correct? Right now, Sudhanva's face is very attentive. He is my best friend right now in this room because of the way he's engaging with me. Look, and he's not saying one word. Okay, now you think about this. When you are communicating there, okay, Avinash is trying to say something. I saw people half listening to what Avinash is. Yeah. Correct. Avinash is trying to say more. Yeah. And you, what do you want? So halfway through, not only him, I'm just using you as an example, but halfway through, body language wise, even though you're saying speak, from the eyes, you are not in sync. Okay, and you may not realize it, but it's forming conclusions in the speaker's mind that I'm not being taken seriously, I'm not being heard, etc., etc. So, number one, listening with your eyes to pick up clues for body language. The second that you listen to, heart. When you say listen with your heart, what do you mean by listen with your heart? Feeling. Okay, and what feelings are you listening for? Feeling and meaning which are expressed through tone and inflection of voice. What do you mean by inflection of voice? Modulation? Okay, so when someone speaks with a high pitch, what would you take back that they're feeling? Anger? Anxious? Frustration? Okay. Emphasizing emphasis on something? Okay, very good. Commanding? Okay, when someone speaks with a low tone, what are they? Okay, confident. Sorry? Low tone, doubtful. I don't mean volume, I mean low tone. Hi, please sit down. Confidence. All right. The tone and inflection for the feelings. Now, only in the last is when you listen with your ears. The last part is the actual words that are being said. Not that it's not important. Okay. But a lot more information is coming from the other parts of the whole experience than the words. Okay. But the words are also important. Now, the way the game was played, I think we focused a lot on certain words. Okay, but the gap was that you focused on words that you wanted to listen to, not the words that they wanted to tell you, right? Which is, the game is about that, honestly. Like if you do not focus on what they are telling you exactly, every word has weight. This game is very hard to get. So, eyes, number one. Tone, number two. This is to figure out the feeling of the person, the emotion of the person. And three, equally important, is the words. If you want to put all of this together, simple formula, okay, if you want to get better at listening, remember this, okay, listening is not a passive activity, it's a very conscious activity, right? Number one, to make someone feel heard, to make someone feel understood, get into the habit of what we call mirroring. Okay, what is mirroring? Number one, rephrase the content of what they said, the keywords of what they said. Okay, I am sorry, I'm late, I need to go home. is the sentence. Sorry, I'm late, I need to go home. What is the content of the word? Content of the sentence. Late? Home, I need to go home. That's the content of the word. Sorry, I'm late, I need to go home. What is the emotion? There's an urgency? Okay, well, you got two pieces of information, right? You see the second one? Reflect on the feeling. Okay? A lot of the times, this part gets missed out. Why? Because my emotions are stronger than your emotions. Now, if you want something done, I am not really focusing on how you feel right now. Okay? So you push your agenda on me, but I am more focused on my feelings than your feelings. So I resist your agenda, saying, no, I can't do this right now, stop. Now what happens? We have a conflict, right? We in corporate, we practice this, we have these certain sentences that we say before the call. Is it a good time to talk? Normally, actually, we don't care if it's a good time or not. Is it a good time? No, I'm not. 1 minute, 2 minutes, just listen to me. And you push ahead, right? So sometimes we say these sentences without actually meaning it, but the fact is we're actually giving space for the feeling to come out. Two things. The last one is to probe for better understanding.
Yeah, but when he said, sorry, I need to go now, I need to go home, I'm late.
Why?
What happened? What I hear you is you are getting late, you want to go. Yeah, don't ask question here.
Know what question to ask? Okay, let me know what time I can call you. Or can I call you at 3 o'clock or in 1 hour? Correct? It's still important. You need to know what question to ask. Not the wrong question. Okay.